Around 6 months ago, I decided to make the switch from controller to keyboard and mouse. Before deciding to make the switch, I actually had a sustained period where I hadn't played Fortnite really at all. This was because I was in my last year of university, and after finishing my degree I wanted to get back playing Fortnite, and it had been probably around a year. It was actually back in Chapter 1 Season 3. I had a long period where I was playing Fortnite every day. Back then I played on controller on a PS4 and I was classed as a good controller player, but this was when the standard was much lower. There was no emphasis on building or editing. You simply would sit in a tower and just shoot. 6 months ago and now, I definitely don't need to explain to you how the standards changed a lot, and there's a lot of emphasis on editing and building and not just shooting. So really, when I was returned to the game, I'd make the decision to stay on controller, my usual input, but be bad, or make the switch to keyboard and mouse. When I was evaluating pros and what pros played on what, I really see, especially looking back at World Cup, most pros were on keyboard and mouse. Even now, evaluating 6 months later, I can still see most of the top players are all on keyboard and mouse, and defo those that are winning tournaments regularly are all playing on keyboard and mouse. So overall, I feel like I've made the right decision, and if you're thinking about switching, maybe you'll take that into consideration too. But after deciding to make the switch and I actually committed to keyboard and mouse, I did make some improvements to my setup. I'll get into further detail later on in the video what I improved when, but at the start I did go get a new desk because I simply had not enough room to even be able to use the mouse. I did get a new keyboard, I got a 144Hz monitor, and as of recent I've also got a new Logitech G Pro mouse. So I am fully committed now, but I did make quite a few changes at the start where I did make the switch, and then I've made a few as I've gone along. Before we go into more detail what I did do each month and show you my progression from the very first week to where I am now, be sure to check out my Twitch. It is MarkLad, and there'll be a link down below so you can go check that out. And also do follow me on Twitter, DK_Mark with 2Ks. That'll also be linked down below. I'd love to see you over on them socials so I can interact with you all on a more personal level. But yeah, let's get in to what I did do in the first month and show this progression. So in this progression video, I don't want to be talking too much about what I did do in the first 3 months, as on my channel I do have a 7-day progression, a 1-month progression, as well as a 3-month progression. So if you're just starting out or you're early on into your progression and you're trying to get an idea what you could do to help yourself improve more, maybe to get to my level or even beyond, I'd recommend you check them videos out. They'll be linked down below, or you just can find them on my channel. But as I say, I will briefly touch on what I did do in this video, but the emphasis is more going to be on what I did do in the 4th, the 5th and the 6th month. One of the first things I did practice in the first month was 90ing. 90ing is the fastest way you can get to high ground, and with high ground you're always going to have the advantage against any opposition. Other than that, I had to practice editing, as I did touch on in the intro. I'd never really had to edit before back when I did play a lot, so I did just use some edit courses. There's some great edit courses out there, and they're really good at getting your crosshair placement on point, and as you get better at them you can then progress to free building. Before that though, I also had to really focus on my aim, as I had to fully relearn it again. I wouldn't have this problem if I stayed on controller, but as I'd never used a mouse really before in any FPS game, I fully had to practice this. I did this by playing a lot of Kovacs. Kovacs is a third-party game which is just for hitting tiles really, but it's really good on being precise where your mouse is in comparison to on the screen. This doesn't only just help your aiming with it, could be your shotgun or anything else, it can also help when you're editing as well as building, as if you're more precise with your mouse you're going to be faster at both. Then to more strictly focus on aiming itself, I did also do some aim duels against a friend who was getting back into Fortnite at the time when I was also. Other than this, I had started playing a lot of Zone Wars over on my Twitch. Remember, MarkLad, do go follow me over there. And when I was playing Zone Wars, I had to learn a few basics. This was fighting, and the reason I preferred Zone Wars over Arena was simply because I'm constantly having action. If I die, I've only got to wait a minute until I'm back in the action with loot. In Arena, if I go into that and just keep dying, I feel like I'm just wasting my time. So other than building a community on Twitch, this was a great way to practice a lot, and I'd recommend you do the same. One thing I quickly realised, I need to be able to rotate and keep myself protected. You need to be able to do this in Arena and Cups as well. So this was also apparent in my Zone Wars. So I did learn how to tunnel. The triangle tunnel with only using 3 builds was the first thing I did learn, as well as in the box tunneling. To no one's surprise, I wasn't great at fighting, so nothing I did do was learn to box fight, which I would do off stream. Typically, you will see the best players in the world are all insanely good at box fighting, so this is why I started this set. Are different types of 1v1s, whether that's realistics or BHEs, but box fighting I thought was defo the best, which would transfer over into game. So with all this, I did see quite a steady improvement, and in the edit courses, as I was getting better at doing double edits and all the rest, I did start free building. Free building is always going to be harder, as you actually have to build the edit course effectively and then edit through it, but that is what we progressed to in the first month, and I was very happy and ever so motivated to move on to the second month. So as we did progress into the second month, we did continue practicing in the edit courses. That was really the main thing I did want to do. I was practicing my aim, but edit courses was a big thing, as editing and building, as I did touch on previously, is such a big element within Fortnite. Other than this, I did actually begin to play my very first cups, and throughout the cups I did improve. I'm gonna have little snippets of the end, like the leaderboards at the end of each cup, and you can see I did improve throughout if I'm going off the actual percentage I did place in within these tournaments. So as I was playing, I was so motivated, I kept improving in cups, I could feel myself getting better in edit courses, and this was definitely really motivated to move on into the third month. So as we did move into the third month, I was motivated as ever, like I did say, so we was playing more and more. We were doing our edit courses yet again, improving. We could see we was just getting a lot quicker, doing all these key edits, and we actually started playing a lot of Arena, a lot of Zone Wars, and remember, do check out our Twitch, because Zone Wars is such a big thing that's helped me progress to where I am today, and as well as Arena, getting involved in Arena a bit, this was really what I had to do. I had to play Zone Wars to get comfortable playing Arena. I'd recommend you do something similar. You can come watch me, or maybe even just go get into another streamer's Zone Wars. It will help you a bunch. Towards the end of the third month, I did actually start playing 8s. A lot of people don't actually know what 8s are, but 8s are 4v4s in Zone Wars. Someone goes height, there's 2 mid-level, and then there's 1 on low ground. A lot of pros do these either for wages or just for fun. I'm doing this for fun with my community, because typically at the end of my Twitch streams, as I would go live rather late in the evening, the viewers would drop, I'd have less people trying to play. So with my core community, we'd be playing 8s throughout the night, and this really did help me improve my awareness as well as my movement. And I've always found 8s super fun. So if that is something you want to get involved in, because they aren't always the easiest thing to get involved in, as not many people do them, and you do need to have a bit of a big friend group in order to do it, head over to my Twitch yet again, remember, MarkLad, and join my Discord. Both are going to be linked down below, and maybe you can get involved in some 8s as well as the Zone Wars that we do over on Twitch. So if I'm honest, I did actually have a bit of a break from playing Fortnite after the third month. I was still motivated, but I had other things going on in my life. I actually got a girlfriend, and as you may have seen on my channel, I did actually have her complete a 1-week progression on Fortnite. I tried training her, getting her going. She had never ever played Fortnite before, so if that's something you're interested in, see where she could get to, maybe get your girlfriend involved in Fortnite. If you want to get her to be a little cracked gamer, you can always check out that video and see what we did do over there. But during that period where I wasn't really playing much, all I was doing was playing a bit of Kovacs. As I mentioned in the start of the video, Kovacs I've done hell of a lot, and I did find after doing Kovacs I improved my high scores on some of the main game modes that I would play so much that when I did finally go back to Fortnite in the 4th month, I was so much more comfortable on the mouse. So in the 4th month, when we did actually return to playing Fortnite and getting back on the grind, we began on washing. We did get a new mouse, as I think I've said before, I'm not too sure, but we did get a new mouse for Christmas, and it was called the Logitech G Pro. Recently the G Pro Superlight's come out, but the G Pro is really the main mouse most pros have used for the last year or so. It's much lighter, it's better without a cable in my opinion, because it kept catching when I used to have my previous mouse. I did actually make a full-on video about the benefits of changing, so again, check out my channel if you do want to see that. But yeah, after playing Kovacs and even just taking a break and upgrading my mouse, really, it didn't take long for me to feel the improvements. I was a lot more natural with my mouse due to the change, and lots of Kovacs that I was doing before when I kind of took a break and was just kind of chilling, had a new girlfriend, and I was just doing other things online. In the 5th month was when I was really going to start taking it serious with Fortnite, and I really wanted to improve within this month. I wanted to start playing more Arena, and before I wanted to get into Arena, I really wanted to focus on my Peace Control. I actually found a new map which is dedicated for practicing Peace Control, called Raiders Peace Control map. This map is so good, I will actually leave the code of it down below in the description if you do want to go on there, and I'll also put it on screen because it's so good everyone should be using it. But this map helps so much with different beneficial builds and edits, because a lot of time you're just cranking in creative and you're doing so much that you're never going to use in game. This really helps you focus on different things that you're going to want to do in game a lot, and as you get quicker and better, hopefully it should transfer into your arena games or even cups and whatever else it may be. And Peace Control is the meta nowadays, and if you've got Peace Control on your opponent, more than likely you're always going to win. But still at this point, I didn't ever get fully into Arena, so I was still a lot of a creative warrior, but I was learning a lot of skills that was going to take me into actual games, that was going to set me up well for when I wanted to play Arena all the time. Instead of just dying, it's going to give me the best chance possible to be killing people and actually enjoying myself, because the last thing I want to do was go to Arena, be dying all the time and just quit. In the last month of this 6-month progression, I did begin playing even more and more. Like I say, in the 5th month I was improving my piece control, and this led me to playing a lot more Arena throughout this month and really enjoying playing Fortnite. I even began streaming more, where before I was hardly even streaming. I actually started getting back into streaming, because like I said, I was enjoying the game a lot more, and that's why you should go check out my Twitch over there, because I'm being live all the time. And if you really want to follow my progression, play with me and have a chance to improve, like I say, Zone Wars has been such a big thing, as well as 8s with my progression, so why don't you get involved? But as I did touch on, I was playing a lot more Arena, and this was really building on my in-game knowledge, hence why my previous video was in Arena. That didn't do so well, as I did upload it at a bit of a bad time, but I did play a lot of Arena towards the end of last season, and my next video is actually all ready to go live. So if you do hit the like button and want that video to come, make sure you let me know down below in the comment section, and that'll be out ASAP. Other than just playing a lot more Arena, of course, I was still going to be in creative, because I do need to improve and practice still. I did step away from any kind of edit course style map, and I would just never ever do edit courses again. I'm only ever doing free building, as I can comfortably build everything, do my triple edits and all the rest, as you can see on the screen, and my edits are just so much more faster. When we now do compare back to the first month, where I show you where my edit speed was back in them edit courses, and then compare it to now, you can see the drastic improvement, and I'm also having to build everything I'm editing through at this moment in time. My edit speed has improved so much, and I'm so happy with it, but I've got still a lot more improving to do. I really need to build on my in-game knowledge, whether that's playing a lot of Arena and also doing a lot of customs, as you need to have end-game experience when you are playing your cups and making end-game so you can rotate, and you also need to have that in-game knowledge and be able to fight people within Arena, because that really does transfer over to your cups. So moving on, Arena is going to be a heavy focus of mine moving forward, and playing a lot more Arena and being in creative a lot less, as well as trying to get involved in playing more cups. So there'll be more cup videos coming to my channel in the coming weeks. And as I say, playing more customs, I'm prepared for these cups, but I'm really excited to carry on this progression and see where I can get to. So remember, do subscribe if you want to follow my journey on Fortnite and see how I progress. If you were thinking of switching, maybe this has motivated you to go do it, I'd highly recommend it. It's been a great, enjoyable experience for me while I've been doing this, and I look forward to you following along. If you did enjoy the video and made it this far, don't hesitate to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. Like I said, I've got a new Arena video coming very soon, so let me know down below if you are interested in that. But that's been all for today's video. Super glad you made it this far, and I'll catch you in the next one.